Hi cuties, if no one has told you already today, I want you to know that you can speak your mind. For those of you that are new, welcome, I am Jem, and in today's pick a card reading, we are going to be discussing what they would like to say to you, 18 plus reading. So this is going to be an 18 plus reading. If you're not 18 plus, please leave. And before we hop right into the video, I want to let you guys know the different ways you can help out my channel. One is by following my Instagram. I do a bunch of different posts on there. I also put on my story every single reading I do, so if you ever miss it, you could always just check out my Instagram and it'll be on my story of a new reading. Also, I have a Depop. I sell personal readings there. It's only $10 for 20 minutes long. You could ask me whatever you want and I'll do a reading for you, just for your eyes only. It will be posted unlisted on my YouTube. You could also ask for charms, oracles, a certain deck you want to see in the reading, messages you want to see in the reading. You just let me know. All of my tarot cards and oracle cards and even charms are listed. So yeah, also, disclaimer, please, everyone reads differently. I tend to read very candidly and honestly, so there will be deep messages. Also know that this is for entertainment purposes only. Whatever I say isn't set in stone. You have the power to make your own destiny, your own future, make your own decisions. This isn't something that, everything I say is set in stone. This is a generalized reading. This is for a general amount of people. Okay, so let's now hop right in. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and let's get into the piles. So we have pile 1 here. So this one, these are cards that's supposed to represent your person, whoever you may be thinking about. And I want to let you know that they could look like this, either one, but they could also just be the specific meaning of each card. So like this one is supposed to represent someone who has grayish blue eyes. So if that fits, or if they look like this person, you may want to pick pile 1. Then for pile 2, I'm going to pull out some messages actually to help you pick. But for pile 2, this person could look like this person, or they could be someone with a beard. And then for pile 3, we have someone with that skin pattern. I forgot what it's called. I apologize. But they could have this skin pattern that could be specific, that they specifically have, or like that certain pattern on their skin, like a patch somewhere, or they could look like this in some way. Okay, so let's see. I shuffled already. Let's see maybe a message that we could see just to help you decide what pile you want. 2, 3. Thinks you are beautiful / handsome. Came in reverse. It could be how they feel deep down. 1, 2, 3. How does pile 2 think? We got just friends. You guys could be just friends right now. One. Now let's see what for pile 3. 2, 3. Wifey material in reverse. Someone who could be wifey material, or maybe thinks that you're wifey material. Okay, let's hop into pile 1. If you chose the picture with the guy with the gray eyes, this will be your reading on what they want to say to you. So first we're going to get a clarifier, and we pulled out some oracle cards to get an understanding of who exactly this person is that we're going to be talking about, and how they, like, what they want to say to you. So first is going to be this person. Off the bat, we have possible water sign. So specifically Cancer. We also have air as well. So they could possibly have a specific water sign or air sign in this. There's nothing too specific, like a certain, besides Cancer, we do have Cancer. So this person could be a Cancer, or they may have a Cancer in the 11th house. And that's how they respond to their friendships, how they react to their friendships. And it's in the negative attributes. So they could be maybe an oversharer. They could be someone who's maybe a little bit manipulative when it comes to their friends, or maybe hermits a lot. Maybe doesn't really spend a lot of time with their friends. So those could be attributes that this person is maybe doing right now in this current time. Maybe that's how they're acting currently with their friends, or maybe feeling with their friends. Doesn't mean that they're always this way. It could just be that they are feeling this way right now. We also have the octopus as well, and the octopus also has similar attributes. It's basically the overthinker, someone who has a very intense overthinking, to the point where it's like their perception of things is off. So this could be like they could be oversharing without any restraint, maybe saying too much to people that maybe they shouldn't be saying too much to. They also may have difficulties setting healthy boundaries. They could also be not really sure in which direction to go. They could also be reaching and yearning and constantly like very needy or clingy or lacking courage. And this could be from possibly like, this is what I learned in therapy. This could be possibly, I think it's perception distortion. So this person may think very limited, like they may have really limited thoughts, like maybe they're like, for example, it's cognitive. Cognitive distortion would be like, just because someone doesn't text you back, they, they hate me. Oh, they, do you hate me? Do you hate me? Like they like constantly need this reassurance because they can't reassure themselves. They can't, they don't believe it themselves, so they need to fill that void of not believing it themselves. They need to fill it with someone else's affirmation or validation. And when that person doesn't validate them, it's like, they feel like the worst. So that could be something that this person is dealing with, feeling very needy, very clingy. They could be in a very unstable, insecure place right now, which is perfectly fine. They're growing, they're learning, they're trying. I think they're trying to find they're trying to go with the flow. That's what I'm getting. We have blow here. A specific kind of messed up message. I mean, it's not really messed up, but they could, honestly, I just thought of blow, like actual blow, like maybe they do that, or it doesn't have to be, but whatever. So, but with the blow card, what that is supposed to mean is like trusting your intuition. Trusting that your intuition and the way you feel about something is correct. I've actually been dealing with this myself as well, and this is supposed to be towards your person. If this relates to you, then maybe you want to pick a different pile, but maybe you're meant to see this to hear this advice or something. But I actually been dealing with this too, because I've been having difficulties with my own perception, because just that no one else sees it. No one else sees what I see. No one else feels how I feel when I notice these little things. I notice these little signs that make me believe that something is true. Like I see the signs. And some people don't believe it, and when they don't believe it, I then start feeling very, oh, am I perceiving this wrong? Am I, is there something wrong with me? Am I having a cognitive distortion? Like, am I seeing this wrong? And I start asking other people's validations, blah, blah, blah. And I need to realize I am feeling this way for a reason. There is evidence. You know, there are things I noticed that make me feel this way, and the reason to why I feel that this, and this will happen or is true or whatever. So for example, and it happened many times where I trusted my intuition and I was like, I have a feeling that this is going to happen, and it happened. For example, there was this friend group that I ended up not being friends with anymore because of a certain person in there was very toxic and didn't really give a shit about anyone else besides themselves. And they ended up joining another friend group of people I used to be friends with. And I kind of just left that and started, got into this other group. And now, and I even told my friend, I was like, I don't think that friend group's gonna last. And it's not about anyone else, it's about that person. That person is trouble. That person, I know. Just because they fucked up several times. They've done real fucked up shit to people, and I was like, I know that this friend group is all rainbows and sunshines right now. Give it a year, give it a couple months, that shit will fall apart. And guess what it did? It fell apart. It's a fucking disaster right now. So trust your instinct. I definitely think this person needs to trust their instinct. They may have difficulties with trusting how they feel, or trusting their intuition for sure. They also may be like having difficulties with rejection, feeling like they're going to be rejected deep down, or like are worried that maybe their perception and like their intuition, like how this person may feel about them, they may be worried and feeling like, oh, like what if I'm perceiving this all wrong and they're just gonna reject me? Or maybe they feel like I mean, that could be a thought. It could also be maybe they're rejecting their spirituality, and what they need to be doing is delving more into it and really understanding your intuition. I think this person also might have issues with their own self-esteem when it comes to their appearance. They may have issues with how they look. Maybe they don't feel beautiful enough. Maybe they might have issues with their appearance for sure. May have insecurities about their appearance. And lastly, we have the gratitude card. I'm grateful for all the little things. I think this person is trying to be more grateful and trying to find gratitude in any way possible. I think this person is trying to learn how to go with the flow more, and maybe not needing to control. Like this is, it's funny because usually you hear go with the flow, and it's like, oh, you know, the water will take you. You going with the flow, the river will take you. You just need to relax and let it take you down the path you need to go. And it's not even about, it's like, now it's about the air. Something about the air. It's like the wind will take you to where you need. Like the wind is what affects all these different things. It's like what rebalances things. It's like it's good because it gives birds flights, it spreads the seeds, it also helps the wildfire, you know, emerge and reset the habitat. It's like, even though you may try to control it and want to control it, but it's impossible. You can't. It's like you have to let it take its course, and know that, and trusting that it will not lead you astray. It's like, it says, of course, your logic mind, maybe this person is trying to think very logically about everything. And it's like, of course, your logic mind is important, but you also need to challenge yourself and use it as in service to your inner knowledge rather than the other way around. Like, stop trying to think so much and feel. What do you feel? Understand the feeling you get to things. So this person could be definitely thinking very logically about things rather than emotionally. And we even have like the blue here as well, and blue talks about thinking very logically. So they could also be having some anger towards some sort of rejection. I think we'll pull some more cards to understand. Maybe we'll pull some more cards to understand exactly what's going on, but there could be some sort of rejection going on or fear of rejection deep down because it is in reverse. It's not upright, so I don't think they have been rejected yet. It's kind of like they're scared, overthinking that they're going to be rejected by someone or something. Or they're internally rejecting their own intuition and spirituality. Okay, so now let's pull out the Tarot Sex Magic deck and pull some cards for you. So the first row is going to be laid out here. What do they want to say to you? What is something they want to say to you? This is who they're supposed to be, so hopefully that resonates. If it doesn't, please pick another pile, but we're gonna hop right into now what it is they want to say. So what is it that they want to say to you? What is something that they may want to share? Maybe not expressing. I do everything in threes because I mean, obviously there's 4 rows though, but I like to shuffle in threes. I think 3 is just my favorite number, so. Okay, so we have, wait, let me do that again. I didn't count. 1. Okay, we have 9 of Cups. Wow, that is a beautiful card, and it's upright. What they want to say to you. Okay, that is a very beautiful card. I think this person definitely sees a potential future with you, a love, like, future, like, marriage, kids, family. I think that's, like, the 10 of Cups, but the 9 of Cups is, like, merging into that. Wanting to have that life, start that life with you. We'll look it up to see exactly. Give me another card to explain what they want to say to you. 1, 2, 3. We have 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Now the next row is, what are they hiding inside? What is something that they're hiding inside? 1, 2, 3. We have Judgment in reverse. They could be very judgmental of themselves internally, like very hard on themselves. 2, 3. We have 8 of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Okay, next we have, how do they think you would react if they told you what they wanted to say? 1, 2, 3. That's the next row. Okay, we have 4 of Swords and we have King of Swords. Okay. And then lastly, the future. What is the future of this connection? All these cards like flew out, but none of them flipped over. 1, 2, 3. 6 of Swords in reverse. And let's see what else. 2, 3. 2 of Wands. Okay. Let me just move this over. Okay, so this is a very good reading. This is a very this is good. This is a good thing. Okay, so the 9 of Cups. This person, honestly, they see you as husband, wifey material. Like, they see you as the ultimate goal. They see you as someone who 9 of Cups. Contentment, satisfaction, gratitude, a wish come true. They may see you as someone who is a wish come true. They could see you as someone who they're like very happy with. They could see you. I think also something they want to say to you is that they're very grateful for you. Very grateful for you. We have gratitude in this card and literally gratitude right next to it. They are very grateful for you. Grateful to be with you, grateful to have you. I think they see you as someone who is a long-term investment. They put a lot of work into you and they see you as the ultimate goal. They see you as the ultimate future that they'll have. You are their future. Um, they're very happy with you, very satisfied with you. Um, the Seven of Pentacles talks about um, they see you as someone with sustainable results, like to have sustainable results. I think there's someone to also persevere with you. They're willing to wait. They see you as an investment. They see you as someone who they're willing to be patient and wait for. It also talked about in the Seven of Pentacles, like you need to be patient and you need to wait and let it take its course, and just like they definitely see you as someone who is willing to wait and let you get through whatever it is that you have to get through in order to ultimately end up together in the end. Like this person, something they may not be sharing with you is that, and something they want to say is they're willing to wait. They are grateful for you. They're willing to wait. They want a future with you. They want to marry you. They want to have this future together with you. And they don't care how long it takes. Like they're willing to wait. I think something they may be hiding, something they may not be saying or sharing is I think this person is definitely beating themselves up right now. I don't know exactly what about. I think it's mainly just like they could be feeling very insecure right now. Maybe they're in a very insecure place in time. Trying to better themselves as well. We could be in a state of reflection. Because we do have 7 and 7 here. Like the Cancer card represents Chariot, which is the number 7. So 7 7, like that could be significant. We also have the number 11 could be significant. And yes, Judgment. They could be an inner critic. They could be doubting themselves that maybe they're good enough for you. They could be definitely beating themselves up about this connection. And hopefully they'll get to a point where they realize that they need to be happy with themselves and they need to learn to be okay with themselves. You need to love yourself first before you can be in a relationship. That's just the ultimate lesson here. Like they need to learn to love themselves and be okay with themselves. And then the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, victim mentality. They could be thinking that having very negative thoughts or self-imposed restrictions, like maybe they are limiting themselves in some way, like telling themselves they can't do something, or being like, oh, everyone's gonna think this way about me, so I can't do this, or they start listening to what other people are thinking about them, like someone's like, oh no, you can't do that, so then they believe that they can't do it. Like this person could be definitely putting a lot of self-restrictions and limiting themselves. They could also be maybe playing the victim a little bit or thinking like they are the victim in this situation, because maybe things are just not as good as they want them to be right now. There could be some sort of reflectional period where maybe there's some hardships, or maybe you guys are separated, or just not together right now, or maybe you guys are together and just have some space. But they're definitely maybe feeling like they are the victim, and maybe they need to change their perception on things and really reflect and see maybe some of the things that they did wrong as well in order to grow and, Also realize and start to authentically love themselves. We have Four of Swords here. So the Four of Swords upright is rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, and recuperation. I think they see you as someone that's also taking the time to contemplate, reflect, and recuperate. Maybe you're sleeping a lot, maybe you are treating yourself a lot, maybe you've been hermiting, kind of just like trying to work on themselves, and maybe they notice this a lot about you, and they I think they see you as someone who, the way they see you is someone who's very like, they see you as the King of Swords. Like they see you as the king. You could have masculine energy, but you do not have to. They could just see you as someone who is like an authority figure, or someone who speaks the truth and maybe is a little bit more uh, thinking more logically about the situation rather than emotionally. And maybe they think more emotionally. There's some sort of like opposite in this. Someone's thinking more emotionally and the other one's more logic. And I think you are thinking more logically because we have it in what they think you would react. I think if they were to tell you this and this is what they want to say, the way that you would, how they think you would react is you would think logically about it and be like, hey, like, I'm contemplating, I'm reflecting, I'm growing, I'm trying to better myself. And you always are going to think about it, the situation logically, and like try to speak the truth and come from a like higher self place. Like you're trying to become this like this king or this queen. Like you're and you tell them honestly how you feel. You tell them how it is honestly, and they know that that's how you would talk about it. You would also talk about maybe to them like they need to rest, they need to recuperate as well. Like maybe you would give advice as well of what you're doing to them, like what you're doing for yourself that they need to do as well. Because at the end of the day, you can't fix them. They need to fix themselves as well. If they are really doing damage to their own mental health, they need to realize that this separation isn't because of them. This separation is because, you know, things just maybe didn't work out right now. Maybe the time just isn't working out right now. But you never know what happens in the future, and you never know how things play out. Lastly, I think the future of this connection is, I think, so we have the Six of Swords. So we have personal transition, resistance to change, unfinished business, and then we have Two of Wands, which is in reverse, personal goals, inner alignment, fear of the unknown, and lacking of planning. So I think you two will definitely grow for the better individually for yourselves and have these personal goals, personal inner alignment, and personal transition. But I think there will still be unfinished business between the two of you in the future. And that's might be what guides you two back to each other, or brings this connection back. You may not even be in like this lovey-dovey connection. Maybe you guys are just friends, like flirting with one another, and maybe it just wasn't the right time. I think Two of Wands is, there could be a possibly a fear of the unknown, like maybe someone is holding back because they're afraid of what the future may hold. And they may be also lacking their plan on how for this to come into fruition once again. Okay, so that's all the advice and what I'm seeing. Now let's get into the sexy messages. So some things that they may not say to you and maybe want to say to you. I think this also talks about like, I don't know if that's, I keep forgetting. Is this the tiredness card? Let me see. Seven of Pentacles. Yes, tiredness. So maybe they could be feeling very tired lately. Maybe they've been recently very tired. Like maybe they've been taking a lot of sleep, sleeping a lot, and it could be because they're maybe sad. It could be because maybe they just need to recuperate. They need to rest. Maybe they're tired of this, wanting this to work out so badly right now, and it's just not. It's not. They're just like, they don't want to wait. They want to do it now, and it's like, this just isn't the right time. You need to, I know this is something you want really badly, but you need to be patient. Pay attention to your investment into it, but also it's time to now recuperate. uh so tiredness we have here, and then the Nine of Cups is euphoria. They could see you as a very euphoric, um they see this relationship as very euphoric. Like maybe they gain a lot of happiness. It's like a drug. Like they could be a little bit addicted to this. There could be some sort of addiction to each other, like very addicted to the way you make them feel. Um and they could be tired of not having this. They're tired of waiting. They want it now. And just because they want it now doesn't mean it's the best time. So, and it's like, it's not only, it's like they get like, it's literally like a drug, like dopamine. Like they're always happy. They feel on top of the world. Like they even get goosebumps. Like they, all their senses are overwhelmed. It's like, it's just like, have you ever heard where someone's on a drug and them touching things feels like different, like it, like, or if someone touches their shoulder, it's like, it feels nice, it feels great, you feel it more, it's like your senses are heightened. It's like that's how this person feels when they're around you. Like they're literally on drug, and everything's heightened. Okay, so with the Judgment card, love is love at first sight. Wow. Okay, so I think internally something they may not share with you, something they may be hiding, is you are their love at first sight. When they first saw you, they knew that you were the one for them. And they knew, like, they they truly had this love at first sight. Like their eyes literally turned into those heart eye emojis. Like they literally were so, like, bent over backwards when first seeing you. Um, Eight of Swords, scratching. Um, so they could be something specific. They could be worried that you're gonna like move on with someone else. I'm getting. Um, because we have like two cards that are like third party. Like, I mean, we have this and then we have this. But I think it's more of like they're having overwhelming thoughts and feelings that you're just going to leave them and move on to someone else. And that could be what's eating them up, and their fears of rejection. Um and with the scratching thing too, maybe they like being scratched, like maybe you scratching their back, scratching their head, maybe they like to scratch your back. Or maybe they like when you scratch their back, like maybe like in sex or something. Four of Swords. So I think how they think you will react is, if they were to tell you how they feel about you. I think, okay, so this is like the masturbation card. I don't know why this card always fucking comes up in all my readings. What is up with y'all? Like, what's going on here? I mean, y'all human, but goddamn. But they may think that after they tell you their infatuation about you is that they may think that you're going to like masturbate or something. King of Swords, fondling. So with the King of Swords, I'm not really sure exactly what they think about this. Just because it's near the masturbation card, I would say like fondle yourself. But it may not be the case. Like maybe they are worried that you'll fondle someone else, or that you will turn your attention to someone else. That could be a possibility. And then lastly, we have the Six of Swords. And also, just because they may see a future with you and they may see you as this ultimate goal doesn't mean that you have to stay in this relationship or in this connection if you're not happy with it, or if you feel that maybe it just isn't right, you know? Just because they may feel this way about you right now doesn't mean that maybe things will change in the future, but it also doesn't mean that they could find someone else as well to be their ultimate goal as well. It doesn't mean that you are forever their ultimate goal. It doesn't mean that. It's like, they could just be feeling this way right now. Okay, so the Six of Swords, we have rolling about. I already knew that. I think this one is about like rolling around in the ground, rolling around in the dirt, rolling around like literally outside, like because this is about a depiction outside, like maybe like in nature, just like, you know, doing a picnic and rolling around on the picnic blanket, or maybe rolling around on the bed or rolling around on the floor. Like they just want to like pick you up and roll you around on them and maybe get you into like a comfortable position to just like cuddle. I think this person, I think that's what maybe will happen in the future, like because this is in a future position, like maybe they'll become more like romantic, or maybe just more like exploring new things with you. Could also just be like there's unfinished business, like this is something that they want to do. Oh, frick! Sorry about that, guys. And then Two of Wands is nearness. They just want to be near you. They just want to be next to you. They maybe in the future you guys will come back together and you guys will be near each other once again, close to one another. All right, I know we're talking about messages. Come on, messages. I need to like find a way to interpret this more as like things they want to say to you. Like I think this is all just like what they want to say and what they're feeling towards you. But we need to get more into what they want to say. What do they want to say? All right, let's hop into like, I have a sex deck. So what are some sexy things they might want to say? Gotta make sure we shuffle these. So what are some things maybe about your appearance that they like, or that they miss, or something they want? One, two, oh, messy. I think they want to have messy sex with you, like just like literally need a shower after. They literally cannot stop smiling whenever they're around you or with you. One, two, oh. Massaging your back, massaging your body. Maybe they miss touching you, touching your body. Making you feel like comfortable and safe around them. I feel like maybe you guys take a naps a lot because you're just so comfortable and feel like so safe with each other. That's really beautiful. What else? We have you're so goofy, I love it. Maybe they really like your goofy charm. Maybe you're very funny. Something that they would want to say to you. I love how goofy you are. 2, 3. Licking your ear. Maybe that's something they want to do, or maybe that's something they like about you, or maybe something that you do that they like. Licking your ear. Whispering maybe things in your ear. Something about your ear. 1, 2, 3. Banner. Maybe you guys are very sarcastic with each other and it's like very sexy. Or maybe that's something that they'll grow into doing in the future. Learning to be more like, it's like there's unfinished tension between the two of you, that it's like very sarcastic, sexy banner. What else? 1, 2, 3. Smacking your butt. They may miss smacking your butt or want to smack your butt, but maybe that's something that they just don't share. Okay, what other messages do they want to say? Boys been leaving. I need a big boy. Give me a big boy. I want a big boy. Give me a big boy. All the girls be needing. I want a big boy. What are some messages they would like to say? 2, 3. We have you deserve better. Maybe they feel like they're not good enough for you, which makes me sad because you know, maybe right now, maybe they aren't, because you know things are just not working out and there needs to be some growth between the two of you, but maybe in the future, once they deal with their own personal insecurities or you know, grow for themselves for the better, you never know what the future may hold. We have not gonna work out. They could be definitely overthinking that this isn't gonna work out. They're feeling very negative, I feel like. I don't think this is the case. I don't think this is what is the truth, because we do have future connection here. This has nothing to do with what they think. This is like what the future is going to be. I feel like this person is just feeling very negative, overthinking, feeling very negative about this whole thing. You must move on. I think this person could definitely be feeling like you're moving on. You're gonna forget about them and leave them. One. 2, 3. Soft lips. They may have soft lips. They may like your soft lips. Now let's do another deck. Let's do the love deck. Let's see what some love messages they may want to say. There's some love messages. They could have a gift giving love language. 1, 2, 3. Wants you to be happy no matter what. Aww. This is very authentic. This feels like very authentic love. I think this person just has a lot of mental issues they need to work out right now, and I think you should be compassionate and considerate of them, but also don't allow them to manipulate you or make you feel bad for them, because that's, manipulation. You don't feel bad for wanting to do what you need to do right now. This is something they may not even be sharing with you right now. They may not say this. This is just something they may feel deep down, but they don't want to come off as manipulative. One, or trying to guilt trip you to stay or be with them, whatever. 2, 3. It says, don't say sorry unless you feel sorry. This person needs to learn how to stop saying sorry unless you feel sorry. Like this, because that's when you start feeling, you're giving too much away and not feeling you. That's where you start to feel vulnerable. There could also be some maybe a little bit of mentally abusive things going on. So, like, for example, victim mentality, playing the victim, or just there could be a little bit of toxicity, like manipulation, that may not even be aware of that they're doing it, or something that's going on that maybe needs to be resolved, and maybe this is the reason to why this isn't really working out right now. This doesn't mean that it's very bad. This could be there's different scales to this, and this could just be like, this is something a little bit that they have to deal with, is that a little bit of manipulation, maybe needing to stop being manipulative, and this could be you or them. Maybe a little bit also like controlling behavior when it comes to with your words, like, I'm going to be very angry if you do this, or I'm going to be very sad if you do this. Like, that's controlling behavior. It could also be like victim mentality, or different things like that. 1, 2, 3. Not good enough for you. Like I said, I definitely think they believe that they're not good enough for you. They could be definitely beating themselves up. They need to stop with that. All the boys we need, and you're a big boy. Give me a big boy. It could be a song. Thank you guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We have here the red flags. There could be some red flags, for example, like victim mentality definitely going on here. Maybe they need to start realizing their own red flags. Maybe you need to start realizing your own red flags. Like, what have you learned from this relationship? Grow and learn from this situation here. What can you learn from this? What red flags can you learn from this? What are some signs that you need to hear and notice? Maybe there's something this person needs to see with your red flags, or maybe you need to start seeing their red flags. Something that isn't to maybe caused issues in the relationship to begin with. Like, for example, whatever is mentally abusive. Maybe there was toxicity in the situation, because maybe someone was controlling. Or, playing the victim. Sticking up for yourself, getting loud, don't stoop to their level, talk back, or learn to walk away. So maybe this person needs to learn how to stick up for themselves, getting loud, and not stooping to the level. Maybe they became toxic because maybe they never really expressed how they were feeling maturely. They kind of maybe just held it in, and maybe that's what built up repressed anger to the point where they ended up becoming mentally abusive, because they just expected you to reciprocate and not express the things that about them that hurt you. And they were like, well, there's all these things about you, they because they never communicated that, and maybe they need to learn how to speak up and say what's bothering them, or maybe even just stick up for themselves and talk, stick up for themselves, talk back, or learn to just walk away from the situation. 1, 2, 3. Oh. We have becoming better at communicating with others. I think this person needs to learn how to communicate better, for sure. For sure. 1, 2, 3. This could be something that they may want to say to you. Why am I boring to people? Maybe they feel like they're very boring. Maybe that's something they may be feeling insecure about. Maybe they need to talk to a therapist. I think that's definitely something that would help them a lot. They would benefit a lot from. And the more they feel like they're different because they need to talk to one, the more they're going to deal with this for the rest of their lives. They need to overcome and realize that talking to a therapist doesn't make you weird. It doesn't make you, weak. It doesn't mean any of that. If anything, you are a higher, mature self that you're going out of your way to get help for the things that you can't figure out for yourself. Okay, let's now talk about maybe finances, something we could talk about. And then that will be it for your reading, pile 1. I want a big boy, give me a big boy. This reading was long as hell. Was trying to keep it to 20 minutes, but it ended up longer. But it's okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We have working 2 jobs and struggling. They could be working 2 jobs and it's very difficult for them right now. Like, maybe they are struggling to have time for themselves, struggling to have time for anyone else, and maybe they're very tired working these 2 jobs. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's something they want to say is like, I'm working 2 jobs, it's difficult for me. But they need to realize they need to, if it's too much for you, quit. Find a job that's paying you as much as these 2 jobs. We have finding respect. I think they need to find respect for themselves, learning to respect themselves, learning to stick up for themselves, because they need to learn to love themselves first before they can enter any relationship, because if they don't, they will take disrespect, and that will only lead to the end of that relationship. Finding respect. 2. And you don't have to do it in like a mean manner. You could respectfully say like, hey, like, this upsets me, can you please not do that? We also have money doesn't buy you happiness. Maybe they feel like they need to be, financially secure in order to be happy, and you need to realize that money doesn't buy them happiness. 1, 2. Or maybe that's something they want to say to you. Selling my stuff to make money. Maybe you're selling stuff to make money, or maybe they're selling stuff to make money in order to be financially secure right now, or to buy something right now. Okay. Thank you so much, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. And leave a comment if you feel free to let me know if this reading resonated or not. I would truly appreciate it. Alright, thank you so much, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile 2s. If you chose the second pile, this will be your reading on what they would like to say to you. So first, we're going to figure out who this person is. So I pulled some oracle cards to represent the person that is going to say what they want to say to you, if that makes sense. So first we have the vulture. I actually didn't get a chance to look at what that means, so I'm going to look at it very quickly. So the vulture, since it's upright, could be someone who is Oh, God. Hello, my beautiful pile twos. If you chose the second pile, this will be your reading on what this person or what they want to say to you. So, first to clarify who this person is, I pulled some oracle cards. If this doesn't sound like your person, you may want to pick a different pile, but this is just to help you decide whether this is your pile or not. So we have the vulture card, air sign. This person could be an air sign or maybe have an air sign placement in their chart that could be significant during this time period. So basically, the vulture is a guardian or purifier. Basically, it is like a spirit animal or an essence that is essential for rebalancing. So it's like the vulture does the dirty work. It helps. It helps like ecosystems rebalance. Like vultures are known for cleaning up the messes. Like they, for example, roadkill. They like find a way to recycle things back into. It's like ecosystems finding a way to rebalance. I hope you understand what I'm trying to how I'm trying to get my point across. But so they like help bring balance back to ecosystems. They prevent the spread of diseases. They're pretty misunderstood beings and animals, and they do a lot of the dirty work that no one else wants to do. They clean up our messes. The vultures appear when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. The vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. So I think this person, it could be that maybe this person is represented as that. Maybe they are a person that brings a lot of balance back into other people's lives, or maybe this person is currently going through a phase of tragedy or a mistake, but in reality it was a blessing in disguise. Like maybe this person is going through a situation where it was meant to happen in order for things to rebalance themselves. I think they could also, if that doesn't fit, this person could also just be someone who's very misunderstood, who tends to do the work that no one else wants to do and has to like clean up other people's messes, or like they're the one that brings balance to a certain situation. Like maybe they're like, maybe they think very differently to you, maybe they are very differently to you, but they bring a balance to you or bring a balance to your life. They're like the opposite of you, maybe. That could be something. Okay, so then we have success. This person could be currently going through a very successful transformation. Like I said, maybe their blessings are now being brought into the fruition or just being reaped. Like they're being used. I don't know. Sorry. They could be someone who's learning to be more courageous or learning to have more courage. Not being so scared about everything, every little thing. Maybe they're really fearful about everything, or overthinking things a lot because of fear. But I think they're finding to stand up to their fear and stop being so scared about everything and just like, stand up and be courageous, be fearless. They're finding a lot of success in that. That could be something, or they could have just automatically been a person who's very courageous. Maybe they've always been courageous to help you understand who this person is. I have more of a feeling that they're being more successful right now in being fearless, because maybe before they weren't as fearless as they are now. And then we have polyamorous and we have positive. I think this is a positive reading overall about this person. Like there's supposed to be all good messages because we have the positive card here, but more specifically, since it's next to the polyamorous, I think this person is learning to, they could be single right now, or they could possibly be in a polyamorous relationship. I think it's more of, because this is in reverse, I think they're learning to maybe be free and not be so fearful of talking to like a couple people at once, because like especially if they're single, like they're not afraid to just, you know, live their life right now, or be open to having their options open, maybe. And they're not, maybe that's something that they feared or had a lot of fear towards, or this could just be that maybe this person, maybe their relationship or had some sort of ending in a relationship, and it was like a blessing in disguise, because then maybe they learned a lesson that had to do with something that was polyamorous. I'm sorry that this is kind of confusing. I'm trying my best right now. This could be like polyamorous. This could be like maybe they're finding the positives to being in a monogamous relationship rather than polyamorous, or maybe they're trying to, like I said, keep their options open and just being free at this moment right now. They could also just be finding the positives of and accepting maybe this person wants a polyamorous relationship, and or someone who enjoys being in one, and they're seeing the positives, like maybe that's something they always frowned upon within themselves and like hated about themselves, but now maybe they're becoming more open to this dark side to them. Like maybe I feel like they maybe like saw it as something bad, but now they're like they're like learning not to be so fearless and just live their life, and not let their, you know, accept themselves for who they are. They could also be possibly seeing more of a positive outlook on being free right now if they are single. Or this could be maybe they're finding a more positive outlook on monogamy and starting to realize the benefits of being in a monogamous relationship. Okay, that's up for your interpretation. That was kind of difficult. And then we have patience here. This person could be a patient person, or they could be learning to be more patient. All right, so now we're going to pull. I hope that helps understanding who this person might be. And now I'm going to pull some tarot to help us understand a little bit better. We're going to ask, what is something they want to say to you? Then the next one is going to be, what are they hiding inside? And then the next row is, how would they think you would react if they were to tell you what they want to say? And then the future of the situation. Okay. We also have orange and blue is quite significant, mainly orange. So orange could be a significant color. Orange usually represents a lot of energy, having a lot of energy. Maybe this person is starting to gain a lot of momentum in their life right now, starting to be more energetic in their life. All right, so what do they want to say to you? 1, 2, 3. What do they want to say to pile 2? We have the Chariot. So we have Cancer here. Someone could be a Cancer or have a Cancer placement. We have movement. So yeah, like there is a lot of movement going on here, taking action, progressing, integration, determination, willpower. Okay. What else do they want to say to pile 2? I'm going to lay out the other card and then we'll get into it. 2, 3. We have Capricorn energy. Teamwork, collaboration, learning, implications, building something. So this person, let's actually lay out all the cards first and then we'll hop in. So what is something that they're hiding? What is something that they're not fully sharing? We have the Sun card. 1, 2, 3. We have Virgo here. They could be a Virgo or they could be a Cancer Sun. We do have the Sun back here too, which is interesting. So it could be maybe a Virgo or Cancer Sun. How they think you would react. 1, 2, 3. Difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, deadlock. How do they think you would react? 2, 3. Okay. And the future of the situation. 1, 2, 3. Conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bullies, theft, abusive relationship. 1, 2, 3. We have Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so what is something they want to say to you? I think something they would want to say is they could be having a lot of movement and progression, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, courage, definitely courage. We have the courage card here. They're having a lot of courage and movement towards something. Some sort of teamwork, collaboration. Because we have polyamorous right next to it, I'm going to say that this person is taking a lot of movement in possibly a direction and like learning about maybe polyamorous relationships. Like maybe this person is like, if this was a breakup, because I'm kind of getting a vibe of like a situation that maybe, or maybe you guys are just not dating at all, or maybe like just talking. This person could possibly be like, and it might not even be like a romantic or sexual like relationship with like in a polyamorous relationship. It could just be like, I wish I could explain it. Like just caring a lot for the people that are around them, like their friends. Like maybe they have a lot of, like maybe this person is a serial lover, like, or someone who is a hopeless romantic. Like maybe they are in love with everyone, like every single person, and maybe they feel like ashamed that they wish they could be in a polyamorous relationship. Maybe that's how they were in the past, and maybe they're starting to explore and find more success in taking more action towards this teamwork or collaboration. Like maybe they're also learning to, not only are they possibly like maybe just going like seeing what happens, and maybe they're keeping their options open, like I said, and like talking to several people at one time, or but like I feel like they're hopefully they are letting people know, whoever that they're talking to, that they are keeping their options open. I mean, they're not like taken, they are single, so they are allowed to do, they're allowed to keep their options open, but I think they're learning to not be so I feel like it's definitely like not being so fearful of being in a polyamorous relationship. um I think they're also maybe working hard and being like not only like what we're talking about here, but also like um I just saw 5-5 and 3-3 twice. I saw 33 twice. um this could also just be like they're also learning to, they're being determined in being a team player, working in collaborations. Like maybe they're in some sort of like group, friend group. Maybe they're becoming more like spending more time with their friends. And right now they're like in the process of learning, growing, learning, figuring out who they are, what they want. Maybe they really love, like truly love their friends. They love building something, learning. I feel like they're in the process of learning, maybe between polyamorous and uh uh what the fuck is the other word? Molly Molly what Polyamorous? Monoamorous? Fuck, sorry. I feel like they're like learning about that. Something they would want to say to you is maybe that they're feeling really good and feeling proud of themselves, that maybe they are learning to be more of a team player. Maybe they're happy that they're, on the way of learning and figuring out what it is that they want in life. Figuring out maybe they're the type of person that wants a polyamorous relationship, and maybe they're really proud that they are, glad that they're learning what it is that they want. They could be like learning with their control, learning like how to control themselves, learning how to, they're in like a very idea, adventurous, creative position in life right now. Like there's a lot of energy going on here, a lot of success, a lot of like um just a lot of like movement with this person. And that's maybe something they would like to share to you and share with you, but maybe they don't, because I think they're afraid of how you would react just because of the cards we have here. Like these aren't really the greatest cards. I feel like they would think you would judge them or criticize them for this idea, for sure. For sure, about the polyamorous thing, I feel like they would think you would judge them for. Um I think here, what are they hiding? I think they're hiding their positivity, their pleasure, their happiness. Like maybe they are having a really good time right now. Like they're very happy, very joyful, having a lot of fun, a lot of celebration, success, a lot of success right now. Maybe they're not saying how successful they're being, like how much success they are gaining right now, in their situation of like just doing what they want and what makes them happy. Um, it could also be because maybe they're not sharing this because they don't want you to think that they're doing better off without you, especially if this was in a breakup, or just like maybe you guys just never started talking, or I don't know, like if there was some sort of separation. I think they're also getting a lot of fruits of their labor, like they are reaping their rewards. There's a lot of rewards, luxury, self-sufficiency. Maybe they're very happy that they're becoming more self-sufficient, financially independent, not being so dependent on other people. Like maybe this person was a very clingy, needy person, and they're learning to be more self-sufficient, and maybe they're learning to be not so needy, needing all these people to satisfy them. That could be something else. So like they're learning to be okay in a uh polyamorous relationship. I think that's how you say it. I think they're scared on how you react, for sure. I think they think you will feel like you're in a difficult situation and feel like you'll have to decide between two options. And you'll be weighing out your options and maybe even avoiding them and deadlocking, like shutting down, like just like closing the door, deadbolting them, like not letting them in at all. They could definitely be afraid of that. They also may feel like you're gonna regret maybe interacting with them or trying to be with them. Maybe they feel like, I think they definitely shun themselves a lot for possibly wanting this or in the past wanting it. And they can feel very like ashamed or guilty of it. And maybe that's why when they were in the relationship with you, or maybe when you guys were talking, maybe they were very fearful of doing anything that would make you think that, you know, that you would have to be worried about them. And maybe that's what caused, maybe they couldn't handle that anymore. And maybe that's what caused the ending of the relationship. Or maybe that's what caused, maybe that's the reason why you guys never started talking, or like never started getting into a relationship. Like maybe you guys always just were in the talking phase, if that. So they may be fearing that you're gonna like judge them, look at them weird, like, criticize them for feeling this way. And like this could be like a shadow element of them that they could be, like I said, ashamed of. But they're learning to accept themselves and find love for themselves. And I think they're just in a very learning, they're trying to figure their shit out right now. They're trying to learn, and they're making a lot of progress. They're learning a lot during this time period, which is good, because in the future, once they're ready to settle down, I think they will be ready. But just right now is not the time. I think they're afraid that you're going to regret, interacting with them, getting involved with them. Maybe they'll feel like you'll think that you're a failure and not good enough for them, which is not the case, because they are dealing with their own shit and it has nothing to do with you. They may feel like you may feel disappointed. They don't want you to feel this way, but they may think you will feel disappointed, pessimistic. You may feel like a loss or grief. Like they feel like you will end up leaving them and moving on and forgetting about them, because of, they may not share this at all because they're afraid of how you're going to react, and that you won't accept them for this. Yeah, and then lastly, we have in the future, what is the future going to hold? I think there's definitely going to be some conflicts, some disagreements, competition, possible competition in this. I asked in this relationship, so there may be competition between the two of you. There may be some sort of defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bullies, theft, abusive relationship. This situation might end up, there may be conflicts in the future. I think it's mainly because of lack of communication, could be the reason, because we do have repressed emotions. There could be some sort of like emotional loss or block, emptiness. But I think there will be a lack of communication between the two of you. But the positive side of this is that you both are going to learn how to have self-love for yourselves, and learn how to love yourselves and be ready to get into a relationship. I think obviously, if that's what you want, a relationship, if it's just a fling, like you just want to like hook up, I feel like that's definitely going to be a possible part of the relationship, because we do have sneakiness, we do have competition. So there could be like multiple people, like I said, keeping their options open, talking to maybe different people, seeing their different, viewing their different options. There could be fights between, like possible conflict between the two of you, disagreements. We have abusive relationships, so this relationship could possibly turn into a toxic one, And that's where you need to establish your boundaries. It could, but it doesn't mean it will. You need to make sure to communicate and establish good boundaries so no one will be left hurt in the end. So, for example, if this person is keeping their options open, they need to tell and be straightforward with this person of whoever they're talking to, and be straightforward and be like, hey, I'm single and I'm keeping my options open, so that this person is aware. I think they are afraid to tell you because they're afraid that you may, just grieve and move on, but they should not have that control, and they should give you, that's your decision. They shouldn't have any control over that decision. That is a decision that you have to make, not them. So they need to be honest and open with you and let you know. Okay, so let's now give some messages of something that they would like to say. So let's pull some message cards. And then we're going to pull some love messages. Oh, I was supposed to fucking pull this sexy tarot. I'm stupid. I fucking forgot. Sorry, guys. This one's going to be a little bit less sexy. Right? I could still pull some of that tarot. You'll get a little bit of extra time. Okay, pile 2? I'm sorry about that. 2, 3. We have don't hide your feelings, communicate. What did I fucking say? They need to say what's on their mind. They need to tell this person that they're keeping their options open. They need to communicate that. 2. We have caffeine detox. Maybe someone needs to detox on the caffeine. I'm dying inside. Maybe they are really scared of how you react, and it's kind of like causing them a lot of anxiety. We have rough times ahead. I think there will be some issues in the future, and there could be a possible rough times coming, like the conflict. There could definitely be some sort of issues if maybe this isn't communicated, because maybe the people are not on the same page of where the boundaries lie. 1. We have brown hair. This person could have brown hair. 2, 3. Ow, fuck. That hurt. Just ran over my toe. We have the end is near. Maybe the end of maybe this reward or luxury that they're having right now, this financial independence, maybe. 1. Oh, Jesus. We have save your money came out. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe they're gonna lose a lot of money and not be able to afford things, and maybe that's like, save your money. We have I love your body. Someone could definitely be, this person could be in love with your body. Okay. Let's pull some of these cards. I think we should jump right into some sexy cards, because this is supposed to be an 18+ reading, and I freaking forgot. Sorry about that. So what are some sexy things that this person might like to say to you? Or some things that they may like. Okay. 1. We have beautiful body came out. Like I said, they definitely like your body. 1. Oh, we have pretty feet. Maybe they like your feet. They may think your feet are very pretty. 1, 2, 3. Maybe they want to have public sex with you. Have sex in like a park or just public sex. We have wet dreams about you. Maybe they're having a lot of wet dreams about you lately. We have playing hard to get. They could be definitely playing games right now. Massaging your body. I don't know. I usually don't take that one, but for some reason, I just automatically did. So I think that's definitely something. And then big boobs. Massaging your body. It could be something. Okay. Let's pull some love messages. What are some love messages that maybe they would like to say? Okay. 1, 2. We have mentally abusive. So they could be possibly working on themselves when it comes to being mentally abusive. Like maybe they don't realize that they're a little bit manipulative, and maybe that's something that they're working on, or finding a lot of progress with. I think also they're maybe finding a balance. Or they could just be mentally abusive. Like maybe they're like a gaslighter, or maybe they tell you everything you want to hear, but it's mainly just like to manipulate you. 1, 2, 3. We have acts of service love language. This person could have an acts of service love language. Like maybe they tend to do things for you. So like they're like, oh, like, do you need help with something? Let me help you. Will always love you. I think this person definitely has a lot of love for you. Cares a lot about you. I think they just have a lot to work on, and they're maybe, everyone has their own levels of progress. But I do think that this person is working on themselves. Like I do have the vibe that they are. Thinks you are truly amazing. I think they really do think you are amazing and loves you. Cares a lot about you. 1, 2, 3. We have isn't in love with you in reverse. So they could have love for you, and think you are amazing, but maybe they aren't in love with you. So, how to best explain that is like they may love you and care about you and like have love for you, but they aren't in love with you. That could be something, or this could just be taken in reverse, like deep down or it's the opposite of that they are in love with you, and that's maybe something they aren't sharing. I guess that's something you need to interpret yourself. And then it says always angry for some reason. Maybe this person has a lot of repressed anger that they need to work out and figure out why are they always angry, because obviously there's a reason. 2, 3. We have wants to hold your hand. Maybe they've been thinking about holding your hand recently a lot. We do have a hand here as well. That could be something that maybe this person does, is hold your hand a lot. We also have gift giving love language. This person could also be a gift giver. Likes to give you gifts. Okay. We could pull some tarot sexual magic too. Might as well, because I forgot to do that previously. So let's see what it says. What do we have to say? What do you have to say? What are some sex things? Sexy things. 1, Oh, we have Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this already gives me vibe of gift giving mentality here. Maybe this person is like learning to work out. This is like a specific message. If it doesn't resonate, ignore it. But maybe this person is learning to stop expecting things back when they show you their love. For example, like maybe this person doesn't realize that they're a little bit mentally abusive because they always expect something back whenever they give a gift or something. And that's like not healthy. Maybe that's something they are working out and learning through. Also, this could just be deep down, maybe they want to give you a lot of gifts. Like maybe they want to shower you in gifts. What else? Eight of Pentacles. Indifference. I think maybe they feel this person could be possibly indifferent about this connection. This person, if this isn't in love with you fits, this person could definitely be indifferent about this situation. I'm kind of getting mixed signals here. I think this person doesn't know what they want. Like, I really don't think this person knows whatever it is that they want. And I think you should definitely, live your life, do what you need to do. Let this person, let them on their own. They'll figure out their shit, and you do you. Like, don't wait on this person, because this person still needs to figure themselves out. We have Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles is pleasure in reverse. So this person could be maybe wanting a lot of pleasure. It's in reverse, so it's like maybe it's kind of like this guy is like fanning, or not fanning, but like almost kind of like kneeling for this woman. So maybe that's something significant. Like maybe they like to have someone who submits to them, or someone who takes care of them, someone who babies them or treats them like a princess. That could be some sort of mentality. And maybe they gain a lot of pleasure from that. Or maybe they're just seeking pleasure from like I don't know, like let's see, what's the next card? 1, 2, 3. Maybe seeking pleasure from sex, because I know this is ecstasy. I think gratification after, like feeling what it is after sex. I think this person maybe wants to just like be free to like, I mean, we don't see anything about being free. I think they just gain a lot of pleasure from sex, maybe specifically with you. Like maybe you guys have really great sex. And maybe they appreciate how you like worship them. Or it could be the other way around. Like maybe you like the way they worship you. We also keep getting pentacles. We have all these cards are pentacles, so there could definitely be like maybe finances or abundance or some sort of like financial security involved. So like maybe this person is like a sugar daddy or sugar baby, or maybe this person wants to be a sugar daddy, sugar baby. Or you guys could just be very financially like not dependent on each other, but like that's how you show love, like gift giving, or just like you help each other financially. Like that could be a thing. Or there could be earth signs too, like maybe there's strong earth signs here. This person could definitely be like one, well, I mean, we don't really, I mean, we do have polyamorous, so like I was thinking maybe this person just wants to like sleep around and have gratification from seeking like maybe getting attention from like I don't know how to explain. I wish I could fucking like maybe this person just wants to be treated like a prince or a princess and they want to be like just like what is it called? Bow down to from everyone. Like maybe that's something they like and maybe that's something they want. Or maybe that's what they're seeking. Maybe they're seeking different attention. Maybe that's like they're looking for that relationship. Maybe that's yeah, I don't know. Let's see what else. 1, 2, 3. I feel like this is a difficult reading. Fancy. Okay, they may think you are fancy, or maybe that's something they want is fancy luxury. I think this person could definitely be, I think the moon. No, the moon just represents the moon, I think. But I think this person just wants maybe an exciting, fun, thrilling like life right now. Like maybe they're just exploring their own they're right now they're exploring. They're exploring different things, trying different things out. Like maybe they've never really had the chance to be single or um take part of in weird like well not weird but take part in like different things, like for example like a threesome or something, like exploring their sexuality I'm getting, and just having like fun with it, like having a good time. We also have this card just came out too underneath, like giving gifts. Let's pull one more, 2. And then we have here King of Wands. I think this is embrace. I think this person could maybe like this is so confusing. I think this person maybe just isn't serious right now, isn't trying to take things serious, is just trying to go with the flow of life. And when they're ready to settle down, I think they really care about you, have a lot of love for you, and love you. But I think they are like not ready to commit. They're not ready to settle down. And that's not your problem. Like you do you move on, you continue, keep doing you. Like don't let this person hold you back just because they're like, "Oh, I want you to be with you in the future, but I'm not ready to settle down right now." Fuck that. You do you. You if you want to be in a relationship, find someone to be in a relationship with because this person is not it. And if that's if that's something you want, then that's okay. Like, go find a relationship. This person maybe just isn't meant to be with you. And they have their own situation to deal with and life path. Like maybe they're just meant to be in a different life path, like in a different situation. Okay. I think that's all I have for you, pile 2. I tried my best. I'm sorry, I feel like this reading was kind of shitty. I tried my best. But I hope that helps, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile 3. If you chose pile 3, this will be your reading on what they want to say to you. So first we pulled some oracle cards to let us know who this person is. So I pulled these cards. One thing that we could mention about this person or say about this person is they're definitely going through some sort of transformation. And I think it's a transformation on their own. personally, like within, because we do have rebirth and death in reverse. So that makes me think of like maybe they're transforming on their own, internally, maybe mentally, maybe like inside with their thoughts, like mentally rather than physically. This person could be transforming, and especially we have philosophy, like maybe trying to change their outlook on life, like their happiness, their thought, their perspective on life. Like they're trying to find a way to be mentally happy, um, and maybe getting more into philosophy. So they could have a air sign in their ninth house that could be significant. That could be like a um, position in their time period of their life that they're meant to go through, and maybe that's the time period now, like what they're going through right now is so this is like significant, their air sign in the ninth house. And there could also be like an element of religion. Maybe they start to um, embody or um, think more about religion, or maybe they tend to, maybe they became or becoming more religious, um, maybe having more faith or hope in religion, or being more open-minded to religion. I'm thinking more of like they're changing their perspective on religion and their thought process on it. Maybe there could be something like they're joining a church, or I feel like, I don't know if this person is religious, but they could be. They definitely could be, because we do have the religious card. I have another card that is for spirituality, and like, so um this is definitely specifically about a religion that maybe they are like joining or thinking more about. Um and then we have the Firefly. So the Firefly is a card that is known for when some sort of essence, some sort of like action or something that you want, some sort of action is fleeting. I think that's what it means in reverse, but let's see what it says upright. So it says inspired and fantastic yet fleeting. So they could definitely be taking a lot of action or a lot of charge this in this direction. It's like very inspired and fantastic energy, like they're taking a lot of action towards this, but they're easily getting tired, and it's quickly fleeting, whatever this is. This could be just their energy level, like the energy that, and the determination towards whatever this goal or whatever this is, this philosophy, this new perspective direction that they're heading. It could also just be their energy, playfulness, like maybe they were transforming to be more playful, or transforming to have more energy, and direct themselves to, or direct their like attention to philosophy or like religion. And it's like the energy that they put in, all this energy that they quickly burst, like it was like a quick burst, and now it's like quickly fleeting, and they're losing that energy. So that could be something. They could also be someone who writes. They could be very creative. They could be someone who brainstorms, thinks very thoroughly, has a lot of, maybe they're very philosophical. Um, Maybe they think very abstract. That could be something. Um, I'm playful. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in medicine for a reason. The lady really knows how to party. So, maybe they're trying to change their perspective on life and, you know, not take everything too seriously. It's starting to see it like life is supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to be a little bit childish. People confuse with people confuse growing up and having to be mature. Like people see growing up as something like, oh, you have to start acting more mature, start acting your age, start being more serious, and life gets boring. You don't have to live that way if you don't want to. If you want to have a fun, exciting life, you know, allow yourself to. That's what makes you happy. That's what's, you know, fun to you. You don't have to be so serious about your life all the time. Like, um, life is too life is too short to be so serious, you know? So I think that could be something like maybe they're changing their mindset and trying to find a new way of being happy. And religion could play a part in that. Okay, so now hopefully that helps. Now let's get into some messages or the tarot. It's full of sexual. Oh my god, I cannot fucking speak, bro. I've been having issues the last couple days speaking, and I think it's because I did a project where I spoke for like a whole hour, basically, and I'm just done, burnt out. So I'm trying my best. So we have the sexual tarot here. Let's ask some questions that they may have. Oh my god, you fucking bitch. Ya bitch. Alright. So, what is something that they want to say to you, pile 3? Whoever this person is. What is something they want to say to you? 1. Okay, we got 2 of Wands. I feel like we got this before in another pile. I'm gonna shuffle again just because I shuffled twice already, but I'm gonna just shuffle again because I don't want it to be repeating cards if it's not supposed to be. God, Lord have mercy on my soul. Today is just falling apart very quickly. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. Ooh, that's a really nice card. What is something that they're hiding inside? We have Queen of Swords. I saw this card previously. So, what else are they hiding inside? We have the Lovers. And then, how do they think you would react if they told you? 1, 2, 3. Ace of Wands. 1, 2, 3. And then we have 6 of Pentacles. So that's how they think you would react. And then what's the future of this connection? 1, 2, 3. Knave of Swords. 1, 2, 3. And then we have 2 of Cups. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So this is definitely a love reading because we do have the Lovers and we do have the 2 of Cups. So we also have 2, 2. We have 2 2s. So the number 2 could be significant. You may want to watch pile 2. Alright, let's see what these cards have to say. What you gotta say for yourself, love? So 2 of Wands in this deck. Okay, so something that they want to say to you before we get into the sexual reading, let's talk about what the cards say first based on original tarot. So something they may want to say to you is they may have like I think they see you as someone I think they see you as the Queen of Cups. Or I feel like that's they see you as the Queen of Cups, but they could also be the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is basically supposed to be divine feminine of the cups, which is water signs. So this person could be a water sign. We also have death here, which makes me think of Scorpio specifically. So someone could be a Scorpio. That could be them. That could be you. So if it's in direct, if you are a Scorpio, then or a water sign, this may be directed to you. They may see you as you don't even have to be that sign, but they could still see you as a compassionate, loving partner, compassionate, caring, possibly emotionally stable. Maybe they see you as someone who's emotionally stable. They could see you as someone who's very intuitive. They could see you as someone who's very in the flow of things. Like you just nothing really gets in your way. You're kind of just like going with the flow. And maybe that's with this connection as well. We have Two of Wands, and then so Two of Wands in reverse is personal goals, inner alignment, fear of the unknown, and lack of planning. So I think they may feel like they don't know how to approach you. Maybe what they want to say is like possibly that they think you are a very compassionate, loving person. Um, Something specifically, I think they may give like mommy vibes from you just because like just this here like they just want to like bury their face in like your chest and just like feel comforted, loved, cared for, um supported. And I think that's something they just like feel very comfortable and relaxed in your embrace, like hugging you, just wrapping their arms around you. And the Two of Wands, I feel like they don't know how to plan in order um they don't know how to get to you. They don't know how to progress towards you. And I think they're just like possibly focusing on themselves right now. They could be focusing just finding inner alignment and just doing their own personal goals and kind of just like allowing things to go with the flow and seeing where it takes you. Like and not really taking too much control on this. Maybe something that they're learning is that they're learning to just go with the flow rather than being so controlling of the situation. Like they're kind of just like, let's just see where things take me and let's see where the wind or where the water takes me. Um I think they also so they're kind of just like working on their own, and I think they also might have a fear of the unknown. Like they're a little bit afraid of um what may happen in the future, but I think they're surely but like they're surely working slowly working towards just letting that fear go and allowing themselves not to have a plan and just like letting the wind take them. And becoming more of like live in the present rather than the future or the past. Like that's their new philosophy of life. Um Something else I think is they may also be working on themselves. If this is them, if they are the Queen of Cups, they may be trying to work on themselves and find more of a stability in their emotions. Like maybe they're trying to become more emotionally stable. Maybe they're trying to find more compassion, more love for their partners as well as themselves because they need to love themselves before they could love someone else. Um and maybe they're finding more intuition as well. Like they're trusting their intuition. They're learning to trust their intuition. So that could be something. I think it could be like both. It could be that they're working on themselves and kind of just like going on the flow, but I think they want to they don't know how to go about coming towards you. Because I think they ultimately want to like, you know, try things out or see how you're like, they want to like engage in like this love, whether it's like the talking phase or just like being in a relationship, or like they want to talk to you, they want to be with you. But maybe just now isn't the good time, or maybe they just aren't really, they don't know how to plan to go towards that, and they're kind of like, I don't need a plan, I'm just gonna go with the flow and see where it takes me. Which is a good way, because, you know, you can't control what happens. And they're kind of just like, you know, let's see where it goes. So I think that's something that they would want to say to you is like, listen, I'm trying to work on myself. Like I see a future, or I want a future, but I'm trying not to focus so much on the future and focus on the present, and work on myself and just go with the flow. So I feel like that's something they would want to say. Something that they're hiding, is there could be possibly, what does the Queen of Swords represent? Let's see. So Queen of Swords. So usually whenever I see Queen, King, or Knave, like whenever I see these, like these are supposed to represent people. So this could be possibly a person that they're hiding. This could be themselves, like something inside themselves that they're not showing, like maybe another side to themselves that they're not showing. We also have Gemini here. So this could be possibly another person, more specifically, like maybe they are currently, I don't want to say it because I don't want you to, like, they could be possibly talking to someone right now, or I don't know. Let's first see. I don't want to say that, and then let's see first. So we have the Lovers, but there could definitely be someone involved, just because we do have the Gemini and like it's Queen of Swords. It could be another woman. It could also just be someone who maybe has feminine energy. So it could be like a man who's maybe a little bit more compassionate and caring, or has like feminine qualities to them. So, Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is someone who's independent, unbiased judgment, clear boundaries, direct communication. And then the Lovers. The Lovers is love, harmony, relationships, value, alignment, and choices. So this doesn't have to represent another person. If that doesn't fit, just ignore that message. This could also just be that what they're hiding is that they're becoming more independent on themselves. This could also be them, because we do have an air sign here as well. They could possibly have a Gemini somewhere in their chart, which is like supposed to represent them. So like the another side of them, another side to them is that they're learning to be more independent. They're learning to have an unbiased judgment. Maybe they're trying to be more fair, like become more fair towards people, and trying to like understand and see where other people are coming from, and not letting their own biased like cloud their judgment, or their ego cloud their judgment. They're really trying to be like understanding of where other people go, and or what other people are doing, because they know that people are just trying to do their best with what they have currently at the time that they are at. So I think also this person could be learning to make clear and direct boundaries with people, learning to make more direct communication. Maybe they're learning to stick up for themselves, have more of an authority figure, more of like a respectful, like compassionate, but like authority position in life. So that could be something. Maybe they just aren't sharing this with you because maybe like they haven't had the chance to show this to you, that they're learning to be more independent and have more direct communication. I definitely think them working on that internally, like they're on themselves, Like they're trying to be more independent and have direct communication. Like maybe they weren't able to do that while like in a situation or relationship or situationship. Like they are just like they needed to be on their own, or they needed to learn this for themselves first. And this is probably something that they're learning on their own. It could also be in their friendships, in their relationships. Like they're learning this in their relationships, whether it's like in other relationships with people, like friendships, or like actual love relationships. So that's what they're learning. I think they're definitely learning a lot about love right now. How to love, like what they want to love, how do they want to love, um, what don't they want. Like they're learning a lot about love right now. And maybe that's not something that they are sharing much with you, or they're not really expressing. Okay, so the next row we have how they think you would react to if they told you what they want to say. So Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles in reverse is lost opportunity, lack of planning, and foresight. So you could definitely see them. We have a lot of lack of planning. So I think this person, I think they think you will definitely see them as someone who does not plan ahead, like isn't planning for the future. Kind of just like maybe they feel like you would think that they're like reckless or lack of planning. They may also think that you will think that they are a lost opportunity, like you'll lose them, or that you won't have another opportunity with them in the future, or that you're going to see them as someone who is just maybe a little bit immature and like doesn't plan for the future, which like it's good to plan ahead a little bit, but also not to worry so much about the future, because you really never know where you'll end up. Because sometimes you'll plan so far ahead and it completely like does not go that way that you thought. So that's what they think. And then we also have Six of Pentacles. I think they think you will how you'll react is, I think they think you will maybe become more giving, or receive more, or share your wealth, or be more generous, or a charity. I just thought of charity case. They may think that you will react by possibly giving some sort of abundance. Like maybe they feel like you would give them a bunch of gifts, or like feel bad for them maybe, and like want to like financially support them possibly. It may not even be that. It could also just be like I feel like it's more of like you want to support. They think that you would react by trying to give abundance towards them, like giving them a gift, or maybe like celebrating with them on their achievements. Like maybe you'll like take them out to dinner or something, or maybe even like get them a gift and being like, "Oh, I'm proud of you," or something. Or I feel like financially support them, like some sort of like financial support, or maybe it's like they may feel like you will react by being like um you need to receive money from them, like a charity case. Like you want to become financially dependent on them. Like maybe they feel like how you would react to them saying, "Oh, like I'm becoming more mentally stable, or I'm working on myself. I'm getting to become more independent and dependent on myself." And maybe they think you would be like, "Oh, okay, well, I want to be they may think that you will react and be like, oh, well, I want to be dependent on you. Maybe that's something. Or it could be the complete opposite, like you want to help support them. So I guess take it how it is. And then lastly, we have the future. We have the Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, upright, is new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating, and then we have the Two of Cups. So I think off the bat, I think they think you will become the future of this connection between the both of you is you guys are going to have better communication. You guys are going to work on talking and explaining and expressing your emotions a lot better towards each other, having better communication towards each other, speaking better, new ideas of how to make this relationship work, how to, make things possibly exciting, to have fun in this relationship, but also being able to respect each other's boundaries and communicate how you're feeling respectfully and maturely. Possibly curiosity, maybe you guys will become curious about like what you guys are doing, like, oh, what are you up to, how are you doing, like I haven't spoken to you in a while. And maybe that will be the way that you guys find the connection once again. Your paths will align once again. Definitely new ways of communicating is speaking out to me a lot. So finding ways to communicate better. And then lastly, Two of Cups. This is like the fucking holy grail of love. Two of Cups is like very nice, beautiful card. So Two of Cups, unified love, partnership, definitely possible relationship in the future between the two of you. Definitely a mutual attraction. Like you guys are mutually attracted to each other. A partnership, unified love, your love will be unified. Definitely a relationship for the future. And a healthy one too. Like I feel like this person needed to work on themselves. They needed to learn and maybe even go through a couple relationships outside of you in order to fully learn on how to treat someone and they need to love themselves in order to love others. And they were learning to love themselves, and they learned to just go with the flow with relationships, and like this is the future, and you guys are going to come together and there's going to be a relationship. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's see some sexy what are the sex reading or sex messages? So Two of Wands is nearness. This is just being near you. This person just loves being near you. Spending time with you, quality time, possibly just being around you. Like you guys don't even have to be doing anything, just like being in your presence. Maybe them just playing video games and being next to you, like knowing that you are there is what makes them happy. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So like I said, I think mommy, like they just see you as like mommy figure. Like they feel like warmth, just love and authentic care. Literally just bury like their face in your chest and just like fall asleep there. Like they probably this person probably constantly falls asleep around you because they're just so comfortable being near you. And they feel just so at home, like they feel safe. We have tenderness. They could see you as someone who's very like tender. What does that word mean? Like, and gentle, very like soft and sweet, kind, very gentle. Maybe you're very soft spoken, or maybe they're very soft spoken. Maybe they may not be someone who really, or maybe this person's learning to be more compassionate and more caring and more soft and gentle when it comes to relationships. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is exploring. I think this person is definitely exploring. Maybe something that they're hiding right now is that they don't. Maybe you guys aren't really in contact right now. Maybe this person is kind of like in other relationships or exploring their horizon right now, and just possibly other relationships, specifically possibly with someone who is a Gemini. But they're kind of just on their own. They're figuring out things about themselves, exploring. This could have been like a heartbreak, but it's like it just wasn't the time right now. Or maybe they were in a previous relationship and that didn't work out, and then now they're talking to someone who's a Gemini, and then all those relationships had to happen in order to come towards you and to have this like healthy, beautiful relationship. Like they needed to learn through those relationships. So they could be currently talking to a Gemini, and um I think they will learn a lot from that. They could also be in a relationship right now, or they could be being seduced by a Gemini, and it could be someone who may also be like I just thought of like not a fuckboy, but like someone who like also has a lot of options as well. Like this person's like they may have a lot of options, or may act like they have a lot of options, and this person could be exploring like seduction, exploring like their sexuality, or just like, figuring their shit out. They're figuring out what it is that they want, who they are, all these different things right now. And it could be specifically, like I said, with a Gemini. And then the Ace of Wands is union. So, if they were to tell you how they feel about you, for example, like, I think right now they're kind of just, figuring their shit out. And I feel like if once they are ready to tell you, like, I want to be near you, I see you as wifey material, then they may feel like you will unite with them. You will be like, okay, like, I'm ready to get involved with you. And you may like financially support them, or you guys will like become financially like supported on each other, like help each other out financially, or just create a lot of fruition and like abundance between the both of you. So, and then Six of Pentacles, what else? The Six of Pentacles is boredom. So they may feel like they're kind of just exploring what it is that they want right now, and exploring, maybe just living like they're kind of just like living the single life right now, feeling free, doing whatever it is that they want. And they may be hiding the fact that they're doing that, or not really. They could be like not really expressing that they're doing that right now, or talking about it much, just because maybe they don't want to seem that like they're humble about it. They're trying to be humble about it. And I think what they want is definitely a path towards you, but they don't know, they have a lack of planning for it, and they're kind of just working on themselves right now. And that's why they're like, okay, I'm just gonna go with the flow, continue to do what I want to do, and live this single life right now. And when I'm ready, maybe I'll share and tell this person I'm interested in them, and they feel like how you would react is get together with them, and you'll have like a very stable, structured like very stable structure relationship, like a very stable love. And I think that it may have issues a little bit where you guys may fall into boredom a little bit. Like it's like one of those really, really healthy, loving relationships that it's like you never have to worry about this person ever, but it may fall into a little bit of boredom. And that could be something that may pop up in the future, but it's like it's that like healthy, authentic love. And that's definitely something that they want, but they are just not ready for right now. And I think that's how you would react if they were to tell you that they're ready, or if they told you like this is what they want. And then in the future is the benefit to this is that you guys will learn how to better, you guys will learn more about yourselves and what it is that you want, and learn how to communicate better, learn how to love each other better. Like, you guys will learn how to better, like, how to better sustain this healthy, loving relationship. And it will be a relationship. Like, this is a union. Like, it doesn't have to be a relationship, like maybe just a talking phase. If like it ends up not working out, like maybe there could be a chance of that, but I really don't think so. I really do believe that this was going to be a relationship. Okay, now let's see what some sex messages that this person might want to say. Something specific, so something specific about you. I definitely think they could like your ass, like maybe you have a really nice ass. Um we also have, we kind of have like lingerie a little bit, like she has like those cuffs things, I forgot what they're called. And then this woman over here too also has those like stockings. Maybe this person likes when you wear like stockings underneath your dress, or maybe they like when you wear dresses, because everyone in this is like wearing basically like a dress. They also might like your chest. They may want to have like a family with you, or like well, I don't know why that just came out, because I didn't even mean to say that. I meant to say like a house, because this reminds me of like this person coming home after work and being like, hey, like how's it going? And then you guys might have like in the future like the fights of like every marriage, where you're like, I need more time, or I need more quality time with you, spend more time with me, or whatever. That might be an issue in the future. But it's still like something that can be worked on and worked on together. So let's see what are some sex messages. I definitely see this person also just liking to like make love to you. Just straight facts. Like straight up. And just like laying in bed too. Like laying in bed next to you. Oh shit. Let's just drop these fucking cards. Alright. 1, 2, 3. What are some sex messages? We have wants to watch you masturbate. Oh my god. In reverse. Maybe that's something deep down they want to say to you, but maybe are a little bit too shy to say it. Like, I think they really want to watch you masturbate. Okay, I just got blowjob. Maybe that's something they want or like to have, or maybe want to give you like a blowjob. 1, 2, 3. We have hickey or leave a sore. So that makes me think of like the tenderness that it talked about in here. Like maybe they really like to leave hickeys, or leave you feeling sore like after sex. Like maybe they want you to still like not like hurt you, but like have it everlasting to the point where the next day you're still like, you're like, I need a rest from it. Okay. And definitely just leaving like hickeys, like they want people to know that they're yours. You're theirs. 1, 2. We also have juicy lips and ride me. So they may like your lips. They may want you to ride them. Like, I think just like literally sit on them and ride them into the sunset. Oh, and I was just about to fucking say that. I was like, maybe also like sitting on their face, and then this card just came out, sitting on my face. So definitely sitting on your face. I think this person maybe likes to eat you out. Okay, alright, so, what other messages? What are some things that they would want to say? Okay, we have it's time to leave and wants to marry you. So there could be something like this person is time to leave could be like time to leave and exit and like start this rebirth, like time to leave the past, forget about the path, and finally take the steps into this new person who you're going to be. And I think that could be something about like this person needs to forget about maybe someone in the past, like their ex, or maybe they just need to start forget about maybe this Gemini specifically. Like maybe they're like they need to leave this Gemini. Like if they're in a relationship with this Gemini. And I think wants to marry you, like they could be thinking about you already in the relationship, or maybe they already broke up and maybe they're single right now and they're like thinking about you, but they're like, I need to like take my course and action towards like letting go of this person first. 1, 2, 3. Is sad when you're sad. They could be sad whenever you feel sad. And then we have aren't thinking twice about you. So I don't think this is towards you. I think this is towards the Gemini. Like either they aren't thinking twice about this Gemini person, or the Gemini isn't thinking twice about them. That could be something. Like that could be someone else. I don't feel like this is maybe right now they aren't think like if it isn't this other person and this represents them as well, like maybe they aren't thinking twice about you right now, but like maybe the path, like I said, like down the line, you guys find each other, find a way towards each other. I really don't think that's the case. I think it's the first thing I said, because we do have wants to marry you here, and like why would that not come out? And we have all these other love messages that are like really loving. So I really don't think that this person isn't thinking twice about you. I think this is someone else that they're trying to forget. I think if you guys were to be in a relationship right now, I think the relationship would be a 30-70. Like someone is maybe putting a lot of work in rather than the other person, and that's why this person needs to take the time for themselves in order to figure out and, you know, find love for themselves so they could put the effort in and love the other person and have a 50-50 balanced relationship. Let's see what else. We have wants to be in a relationship with you. This person definitely wants to be in a relationship with you, but they just are not ready, and they don't know how to get there just yet. And that's why this person needs the time. Let's pull 2 more and then we'll be done. Two, 3. Isn't in love with you. 1, 2. Are sexually attracted to you. Okay, so I am getting mixed singles signals. I think this person may not even know what love is, to be honest. Like, maybe this person really doesn't know what love is and how to love, and they could be trying to figure that out for themselves. And maybe they are currently, maybe they aren't in love with you right now because they're still hung up on the past. They're still hung up on the past. And in order to find this path and direction towards you, they need to let go of the past. And that's what I'm getting. They need to fucking let go of the past. And I think this Gemini is the past. And they need to, like, I think they see you as a serious potential partner, serious future partner. They see you, like I said, mommy, daddy material, like definitely wifey, husband material. And they're sexually attracted to you. They want to love you, but they just aren't in love with you right now because they're hung up on the past. They need to let go of the past first in order to move on. So that's probably what they're working on right now, like I said. So they need to take that and move forward with that. Alright, thank you so much, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I tried my best. I feel like this video was a little bit difficult. I felt very drained every time I did a reading for some reason, so hopefully you enjoyed, and let me know down in the comments something maybe you want to see, or give advice of maybe another video I could do that you might like to see. Alright, and yeah, I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye!